Hi guys, it's me Jess here and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to introduce to you a new series. It's called Dating Wardrobe. I got the idea for this series when I was thinking about what I'm gonna wear on my Valentine because I have a date with my partners. And I think it's quite a common question for all the women when it comes to dating. That's why I created this series where I'm gonna share with you my opinions about the dating outfit I'm gonna wear on the different types of dating. So I hope you will like this series and try it out. And today we're gonna start with first day outfits. When it comes to the first day, I want to wear a dress that's not too sexy but also not too casual. It's hard to show my feminine girly part but also help to make me feel comfortable so I can be myself on that day. And I choose this design. It's a sleeveless midi dress. It has a little vintage vibe with a v-neck and garter fabric at the front. It also has no zipper, so it's not too tight to my body, but I can make it fitted to my body by the tie at the back to show my body safe. And to me, it's a perfect outfit for the first day. So let's start making this dress.
The first step is making the pattern for the dress. To make the top baddest pattern, I draw a horizontal line and a straight line cutting each other first. From the cutting point, I mark up 10 centimeters on the straight line. It's half of the neck of the dress that I want. From the cutting point, I mark to the left 24 centimeters on the horizontal line. It's the depth of the neck of the dress that I want. It's the length from the shoulder to the middle of the chest. Then connect two marks together to create the front neckline. From the cutting point, I keep marking up 15 centimeters on the straight line. It's half of my inside shoulder side. From this mark, I draw a 2 cm perpendicular line. Then connect one end of this line to the marks on the neck to finish the shoulder line of the dress. After that, I drew another straight line 20 cm from the first one. It's a quarter of my bust size. The width of this new lines will be 21 cm, which is a quarter of my bust size plus 1 cm. Then I draw a curved line to connect the end of this new line to the end of the shoulder line to create the sleeve line for the top bodice. From the first straight line, I draw another one at 40 cm from it. It's the length from the shoulder to around 2 cm above my belly button. It's the end of the top bodice that I want. The width of this new line will be 20 cm, which is a quarter of my bust size. Then connect one end of this line to the end of the sleeve line to create the side line of the top bodice. I make it a big curve for this line after that. Then I connect the end of the side line to the end of the neckline to finish the under bust line of the top bodice, adding 1 cm for seam allowance after that, and we will have the back pattern of the top bodice after cutting. To make the front pattern of the top bodice, I copy the back pattern first. Then I redraw the sleeve line to inside a big for the front part of the sleeve. As we will have the gathering fabric at the bust line, I make it a big curve. And we will have the front pattern of the top bodice after cutting. To make the pattern for the bottom of the dress, I draw a horizontal line and a straight line cutting each other first. From the straight line, I draw another one 14 cm next to it. It's the length from the end of the neck to the end of the top bodice. The length of the new straight line will be 19 cm, which is a quarter of my under bust size plus 2 cm. Then connect one end of this line to the cutting point. From the second straight line, I make another one 25 cm next to it. It's a quarter of my hip size plus 2 cm. It's also the position of the biggest part of your butt. . So the length of this line will be 24 cm, which is a quarter of my hip size plus 1 cm. Then connect one end of this line to the end of the second straight line to create a side line for the bottom part. From the cutting point, I mark at 77 cm, which is the length from the middle of the chest to over the knee. It's also the length of the dress that I want. Then draw the side line to meet the ending line of the dress. From the end of the side line, I mark up 1.5 cm. Then connect it to the other end of the ending line. Based on this new line, I draw a curved line to finish the ending line of the dress. At the top of the side line, I redraw it a bit to create a perpendicular look between the side line and the underbust line. Adding 1 cm for seam allowance at the underbust line, the side line and the ending line. And we will have the front pattern of the bottom dress after cutting. You will need to cut this pattern in faux fabric. To make the back pattern of the bottom dress, I draw a horizontal line at 2 cm from the edge of the paper. Then apply the front pattern to that line and copy it. Because of 2 cm extra, the underbust line of the back pattern needs to be adjusted to match the underbust line of the back pattern at the top bodice, so you can connect them together later. And we will have the back pattern of the bottom dress after cutting. You will need to cut this pattern in faux fabric. Now, let's start making this dress. I start with the top bodice first. I connect the front and the back of the top bodice together at the shoulder first. Then I make another piece like this to connect two pieces together at the neckline. After sewing, I draw one side that will be the inside part of the dress to make the understitching seam. Then I connect the sleeve lines of two pieces together. After sewing, I turn the top bodice to hide on the seam inside. Then I connect the side lines of two pieces together. Don't forget to iron on the seam after sewing. After that, I connect the underbust lines of two pieces together. Then I make a loose seam at the underbust line at the front of the top bodice to create a gathering fabric there. The final width of the gathering fabric will be the same with the underbust line at the front part of the bottom dress, so you can connect them together later. You will need two pieces like this. Moving to the bottom dress, I cut a long fabric line with 4 cm width and around 80 cm length. I connect two length lines together first. Then I use a long stick to turn it inside out to create a tie for the dress. Make 2 ties for this dress. Now I'm connecting the front and the back of the bottom dress together at 2 sides by the bing first. After that, I add the tie at 1 cm under the top of the side lines, then sewing. To finish the end of the dress, I fold the end fabric inside around 1 cm first, then keep folding it again and sewing. Making another piece like this but without the tie. Now I'm connecting the top and the bottom of the dress together. I connect the top to the bottom piece with the tie first. After sewing, I keep connecting the second piece of the bottom dress to the top part at the same seam. By doing this way, you will make the inside part of the dress look nicer. But you can skip this step if you don't want to or don't have enough fabric. And I finished this DIY. Here's my final result. This dress is so pretty. It has a little vintage vibe, a little elegant but still very comfy. That's why it's my perfect outfit for the first day. I hope you like it and try it out. See you next week.